think entrepreneurs around the world face challenges oftentimes related to accessing capital and accessing mentoring. In Cleveland, Ohio, my hometown, we started about 10 years ago a really active effort to create opportunities for entrepreneurs to access both capital and mentoring in a community where we didn't have much of either happening as it related to early stage companies. So through government involvement and donor involvement coming together with the private sector, we've created more opportunities than were there before. But I think the other thing to remember for entrepreneurs is that as much as we like the stories of the quick exit happening in Silicon Valley, it usually takes a long time for success to happen. It could take between 7 to 10 years or even longer. So governments, donors, and private investors have to be patient with entrepreneurs. In Ohio, to support entrepreneurs, some of the creative approaches that we've used have included funding at a seed accelerator level, the $25,000 equity or ownership that a seed accelerator would take in a company, usually for about 6 or 7% of the company. There's a program called the One Fund program in Ohio that is providing government funding for that $25,000 infusion. At the angel investment level, we've had an angel tax credit, which has allowed angel investors to write up to 25% of their investment in angel qualified sort of entrepreneur companies. And there's also support for angel networks. So this brings high net worth individuals, angels, coming together as a network where they're doing due diligence together and investing together as an aggregate. We have another program called the Ohio Capital Fund, which is a fund of funds for venture capital funds. So a little bit for entrepreneurs that have come out of accelerators and gotten seed money, then the question becomes, how do they get that next sort of venture capital infusion to grow their business? And that Ohio Capital Fund program has been an effective way to bring venture capital funds to the state of Ohio and to Cleveland to help companies grow their companies. So I just finished teaching a massive open online course, a MOOC, which I was calling Beyond Silicon Valley, Growing Entrepreneurship in Transitioning Economies. The idea of the course was really for folks from around the world to share experiences and best practices about the creative ways around which they're supporting local entrepreneurs. I think much like entrepreneurship itself, supporting entrepreneurship is a messy business in which communities need to be creative in thinking about the ways that work best in their community. I mean, what's worked in Cleveland isn't necessarily going to work in Bilbao or Madrid or Hanoi. So each community, depending on the strength of their regional assets, needs to think about what they should be emphasizing, what kind of entrepreneurs they should be looking to grow. And oftentimes, depending on, it doesn't matter if it's agriculture based, if it's product based, if it's more internet based. There's usually some kind of a technology element or innovation element to help those companies sort of succeed and grow and scale quickly. But each community is going to look different.